all y'all. We tried to provide you fans, so we're going to get this moving this morning. We are excited to have all of you here. We're so excited about the Birmingham Express, and we are going to start this morning with Miss Denise Bell, Director of Capital Projects for the City of Birmingham.
Good morning. What a day, what a day, what a day. So I bring you welcome from the City of Birmingham. Welcome to the Birmingham Express West Transit Center. It's an awesome day in the Magic City. Today we celebrate the ribbon cutting and first official launch day of the Birmingham Express bus rapid transit system, better known as Birmingham Express. So it's getting programmed to say Birmingham Express. We are so thankful to so many of you who have patiently awaited this historic day. My name is Denise Bell, and I proudly serve as the Director of the City of Birmingham's Department of Capital Projects. We cannot express our excitement and appreciation enough for the Birmingham Jefferson County Transit Authority, BJCTA, our partners, bringing the Birmingham Express to reality. You'll hear from many others this morning on their viewpoint and participation in this historic project. Therefore, I will not belabor my welcome. I would like to wrap up by thanking our Honorable Mayor, Randall L. Wolfen, for his role as not only as the CEO, but his labor and support in this project. I would certainly like to thank Ms. Charlotte Shaw, BJCTA's Executive Board, Operations Team, and definitely the Federal Transit Administration, specifically Region 4, Dr. Taylor, and team members Dudley White, Maggie Sandberg, and Charles Chu for their leadership and patience throughout this effort. In addition, I would like to thank a host of other state, federal, and local partners. That includes the Alabama Department of Transportation, Birmingham Department of Transportation, Children's Hospital, UAB, Railroad Park, and a host of consultants, engineers, architects, manufacturers, environmentalists, safety specialists, and project management teams that took this ride with us to provide this much needed resource for our residents. So thank you again. Welcome to the ribbon cutting, and I will bring up James Fowler, my colleague in the Department of Transportation.
Good morning. It's an awesome day today. And it's awesome because we're here today to celebrate what seems like a very simple bus. But this is actually one of the largest multimodal investments that we've made in the city of Birmingham, in this region even, in a century. And so there's a powerful impact that comes with that. And really in the last century, we've busied ourselves with building a world that is very car-centric. And so we've moved away from a multimodal infrastructure. And just case in point, so how many of us, myself included, drove here today to this ribbon cutting to celebrate a transit investment? And so I'd say that to say that today is a turning point. It's a pivot point for us in looking forward to a different kind of future. And that's a future in which hopefully there is a lot more public transportation. And in a world with more transit, more public transportation, that's a world in which we build a more efficient and affordable infrastructure because it's more compact, it's more condensed, and so it makes more sense as we expand, as opposed to a sprawling infrastructure that's expensive to maintain, and that's what we've built in the last century. Also, a more transit means more energy efficiency, so less greenhouse gases. And we know that in America, our transportation sector is the largest contributor to greenhouse gases. And so this investment helps us pivot towards fighting climate change and is actually a major important point for us in our history. We also know that a world with more transit means less land consumption and better preservation of our beautiful forests that we have in the state of Alabama. It's one of the things that makes the state great. And if we grow with transit around public transportation, then we will grow differently and we will preserve those resources and use those resources differently. We also know that public transportation, a world with more transit, means a more equitable world, one where people have better access to healthcare, to jobs, to resources, to food, to education. Because in a world where we are car-centric, then we are dependent upon not being too poor, too young, too old, having disabilities, to limit our access to all those things. And so this helps us envision a future where we have better access and more equitable access. And lastly, we also know that a world with public transportation is one that is safer. In the city of Birmingham, every year we have around 40 people that die in car crashes. And we know from looking at other countries, other places that have grown with public transportation, they do not have that problem. It is a different dynamic. And so this is a safer world, one that is more walkable and more bikeable, because public transportation actually works in collaboration with those other modes of transportation. And so today we are here to honor the simple bus that is actually a very awesome and powerful thing, because it helps us to do all of those things. And so this is an awesome day. And so it has been a difficult journey to get to this day, and so that is certainly no secret to our team and to those that have been involved with the project. And we're going to hear from a lot of our partners today that helped us overcome a lot of those challenges. And so I'm excited and grateful. So just to quickly list some of those, certainly the Federal Transit Administration for their guidance and support. Also to Congresswoman Terry Sewell's office and our partners at the Alabama Department of Transportation, but also the mayor's office and their executive leadership team for owning this project, especially in some very difficult times. Also to the Regional Planning Commission, because from what I understand, they helped conceive of this project in the beginning, so I'm very grateful to them. And then also, I'm grateful to our staff within the city, many of whom stepped up at times to be really heroic in making sure that this project moved forward. And that's the same that is true with the Transit Authority. Many staff members were heroic at different times. And then also amongst our consultants, there were many of them that stepped up to help us through the difficulties in our journey to get here today. And then last but not least, I'm really grateful to our City Council, who, as far as I can tell, have not blinked an eye in supporting this transit. They've helped us make sure that it was fully funded, and they've helped us make sure that we've gotten here today. And so I would like to welcome Council President Wardeen Alexander, as the voice of that council, to come up and speak today. So thank you all.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, James, for that introduction and the mention of the Birmingham City Council and their efforts to support this wonderful, wonderful event and opportunity for our residents. Today, we celebrate the grand opening of the Birmingham Express BRT project. Let me begin first by acknowledging my fellow colleagues on the City Council who are present this morning. Councilor Pro Tem Crystal Smitherman, Councilor Valerie Abbott, Councilor Hunter Williams, Councilor Darrell O'Quinn, Councilor Clinton Woods, and Councilor J.T. Moore. And of course, you made my paper blow away. But of course, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge Councilor Carol Clark. We're so happy to be here in her district. We are so thankful to everyone who collaborated with the City of Birmingham in partnership with the U.S. Department of Transportation, the Federal Transit Administration, and the Birmingham Jefferson County Transit Authority in developing this regional vision. This update to Birmingham's inner-city public transit system provides connectivity among each of our neighborhoods, especially those east and west, while serving major employers such as UAB and Brookwood Princeton Medical Center. As Alabama's first bus rapid transit line, Birmingham Express utilizes bus rapid transit technology to connect our residents to new opportunities and multiple services. As members of the Birmingham City Council, we are so excited with the Birmingham Express route and what it will offer connectivity to our residents with fast, reliable,
and cost-effective transport. I understand it's free for the first 30 days, right? So we're looking forward to that. For those of us who are not familiar with BRT technology, we've been asked to think of this as light rail on rubber wheels, with the utilization of dedicated bus lanes and special technology that gives priority in intersections, so don't be driving in those bus lanes now, okay? This should surely enhance rider experience, as well as ensuring reliable travel among the 10-mile corridor that will include stops at several of our most visited attractions and services. So again, as members of the Birmingham City Council, we are thankful for the vision, the collaboration, and commitment that has brought this project to completion. At this time, I'd like to introduce who needs no introduction, and I'm so glad I went before him because it's so hard to follow him, Mayor Randall Whitfin.
Hey, good morning, everybody. This is truly a beautiful day for us all. Shout out to the planners of this event for putting the speakers in the sun. We appreciate you. You're so kind. You're so kind. Listen, a lot of acknowledgments have already been recognized, but I do want to echo those acknowledgments, with starting with the Birmingham City Council. It's really good to work with you all as a team, collectively representing the city of Birmingham and the people of Birmingham. Also want to acknowledge everybody, Dr. Taylor. So if everybody doesn't know Dr. Taylor, it is this beautiful young lady sitting here who is our representative of the Federal Transit Authority. I want to publicly thank you for striking a balance with the city of Birmingham, and this balance between being patient with us and also holding us accountable. And we got this project complete, so thank you genuinely. And then to the coolest ever, Charlotte Shaw, you know. Y'all see the hat? You recognize the hat. You see that is rocking backwards. Because she can do that. I can't. Charlotte, we appreciate your leadership. Listen, everybody. Absolutely. So the short version of the words I would share with each of you all today will be very simple and direct. The city of Birmingham is in the service business, and in partnership with the Birmingham Jefferson Transit Authority, it's quite simple. We need to get people from point A to B on time. We need to get people from their home to their doctor's medical appointment on time, from home to school on time, from home to work on time, and vice versa. That's the business service we're in. That should be non-negotiable. And so, through this partnership with all the people that have been named and organizations that have been named, today marks a major step in public transportation for the city of Birmingham. It joins the current BJCTA service of MAX, the Magic City Connector, paratransit, with Birmingham On Demand via micromobility options from bikes to scooters, and a dedication of complete streets with space for walkers and bikers. Birmingham Express, as you've been told, connects people and neighborhoods from east to west. And the connection provides access to the things I just mentioned earlier: jobs, healthcare, and education. But it also provides access to retail, everybody, services, as well as entertainment on that stretch east to west in those 10 miles. And one of the cool things about it is that we know that while people are taking public transportation, that they still need access to Wi-Fi, which these buses will provide. But here's a tip that I think is important, and it's probably the most important thing I can share with each of you all today. You got to use it. We have to use public transportation. We have to embrace public transportation, and we have to make sure that it works for everybody. As President Alexander said, it is free for the next 30 days, so please take advantage and learn how to use it and tell a friend. But again, in thanking the FTA and thanking the BJCTA, I also want to thank a person that cannot be with us this morning, and that is Congresswoman Terry Sewell. These things don't fall out of the sky, everybody. It takes representation in D.C., folks who know how to represent us, advocate for us, pull down and leverage resources for us, and the plainest way I can say it, bring home some money. And she did that with this project, so let's give Congresswoman Terry Sewell a round of applause. As I take my seat, let's continue to make transit efficient. Let's continue to make public transportation affordable, and let's continue to get our people we serve to point A to B on time. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everybody. For those of you who know me, I'm Jose Perry. I work in the office of Congresswoman Terry Sewell, but I also go to church in Birmingham, and it's feeling like a tent revival out here. So I won't be long because I understand that we want to hear the speaking and go home and hope somebody gets saved. But she sends her regrets that she's not able to be here today. She worked very hard to get this money and the funding for this project, over $20 million in Tiger grants to secure it, to make this happen. We want the mayor to know, the Birmingham City Council to know, the Birmingham Jefferson Transit Authority to know that we are here to support you in your efforts, all of your efforts, and you haven't heard the last from our office. We got more to come, not just for the city of Birmingham, but for all of Jefferson County and all of our constituents in Alabama District, Congressional District 7. And with that, we want to say thank you for inviting us and having us here today. At this time, please receive Director Charlotte Shaw.
Good morning. So I have the opportunity to introduce such a wonderful person, and I'm not going to read her whole bio, but I will tell you that Dr. Yvette Taylor joined the Federal Transit Administration in October 2005 as the Regional Administration in Region 4. And so in my travels, as I travel around a lot of the conventions and after, you know the movie The Godfather? Well, she's the godmother of the FTA. And so I just want to say, Dr. Taylor, you and your team were great to work with. Thank you for the collaborative spirit. Thank you for the tough calls when we had to talk about the information on the quarterly calls. We appreciate you. We appreciate all that you all have done. And we could not be here today without your guidance and leadership. Thank you very much. So I introduce to you Dr. Taylor.
Good morning, everyone. And thank you so much, Charlotte, for the introduction. I much rather hear those true words versus reading that long bio that they make you publish, right, when you take on a position. So thank you. Today is a great day for Birmingham. Let me start with a huge congratulations to the City of Birmingham and to Birmingham Jefferson County Transit Authority. You did it. You did it. Today's celebration of opening the Birmingham Express rapid transit system is truly exciting and has been long coming. I am pleased to have joining me today Ms. Maggie Sandberg and Ms. Nicole Spivey, who have worked tirelessly alongside the city and BJCTA to make today happen. Thank you for being here. To your wonderful Mayor Randall Woodfin and Mr. Chaz Mitchell, Chief of Operations, Ms. Charlotte Shaw, Executive Director of BJCTA, congratulations and thank you for the leadership and for your vision to bring better, more sustainable transit service to the people of Birmingham. You are to be commended. The FTA is very proud to have partnered with the city in investing $20 million of Tiger 7 funding in this project back in June 2017. As with many transportation projects, there are oftentimes challenges that arise. And I want to commend the staff of the city and BJCTA for overcoming each and every one of those challenges, which has led to us being able to come here today and celebrate this major accomplishment. This project certainly represents the Biden-Harrison priorities of improving safety, accessibility, and equity, as well as being a driver of economic development and helping combat climate change. This 10-mile BRT system will connect 25 neighborhoods while serving major employers like UAB. And as we all know, public transportation is a great equalizer. It allows everyone to get to jobs, schools, services, and social activities, regardless of whether you own a car or cannot drive. It is critical for disadvantaged communities, helping to lift up people and lift up communities to have equal access to opportunities. The 11 new compressed natural gas buses will definitely improve our environment and help address climate impacts of transportation. And with 49% dedicated lanes, riders will experience faster commute times without being stuck in crushing traffic. There are so many benefits of investing in BRT systems like the Birmingham Express bus rapid transit system. And this is only the beginning. With the passage of the bipartisan infrastructure law last November, FTA has unprecedented $108 billion to support public transportation. This type of funding will make a real difference in people's lives across the nation. It will help keep riders and attract new riders. It will reduce congestion and create better pathways to jobs and other opportunities. It will help reconnect communities as we seek to improve equity. Today is a great day for the city of Birmingham as your journey continues in building thriving communities and expanding your transit network for better connections to opportunities. And those are opportunities for everyone who calls Birmingham home. Congratulations again. Thank you.
Alrighty, I guess I'm gonna close this out. So I also give the same sentiments that have already been given. And Mayor, thank you. Thank you for bringing me to this wonderful city. It has been a great journey for me. And it has catapulted my career to areas that I thought I would never be in. So I just want you to know that I appreciate you and your leadership team for taking that chance and bringing me here to help with this wonderful project. Thank you. I also like to thank the City Council, of course. Man, you guys had my knees knocking when I had to come ask for that additional funding. You didn't see it, but I'm going to tell you, I was shaking in my boots. So thank you that you didn't run me back to Atlanta, okay, after asking for that money. And then I'd like to thank a group of people who are great leaders in their own rights, who help BJCTA. You direct us, you guide us. In every board meeting, you challenge us to be better. So I want to thank the BJCTA Board of Directors that's led by Director Ted, Director Sam, Director Willie, Director Page, Director Rebecca, Director Evans, Director Cunningham. And is there anybody I missed? I think I got them all. Director Minor. And so I just want to say that I have the best board that I think on this side of town, and I appreciate you all's collaborative relationship. I appreciate you all from A to Z. Thank you for helping us take this organization to the next level. We appreciate you. So Birmingham, you really should feel proud of this moment. You are no stranger to change and transformation. You went from the bus boycott that exhibits change in Birmingham. And from that, in 1972, we created what's called the enabling legislation for BJCTA. So this year, we are actually celebrating 50 years of public transit right here in Birmingham. And it is not by happenstance that we happen to create change right in this time and in this place. See, change does not necessarily mean growth, but growth does mean change. You cannot grow and not change, but you can change and not grow. You all represent growth here today. We are growing. This is just the beginning of what we're calling during my tenure, transit on the grow. Transit on the grow. Our mission is to connect people to places, and our vision is to contribute to the life quality of communities. So BJCTA, look for great things in the future. We are changing. We are moving. We are working with the city of Birmingham now with VIA, the next level. So not only will you have it during the day, but we're going to introduce it from 8 to 11 at night, so that we can get that social activity that's going on in our growing and economically developed city. We have a lot to be thankful for, and this is no small thing. There are not a lot of transit agencies in the Southeast region who have developed, planned, and actually executed a BRT. This is not standard, you all. This is the beginning. And so Birmingham, because you are who you are and the way you transform the world, you are now transforming public transportation, public transit in ways like never before. And so now I'd like to give a shout out. One of the things, about 5 years ago, I worked on this huge project, Mayor, and they thanked all the leaders. And they didn't even tell us who worked on when the ribbon cutting was. Dr. Taylor, they was cutting the ribbon. I was like, what we do, James? What we, Denise? I mean, come on now. So you know what? I want everyone to stand who worked on this project, either as a prime or sub, engineering, anything that you did, on all the staff who worked endlessly. I want you to stand right now so people can recognize who you are. All our prime contractors, all our subcontractors, our bus company, all these people, our TBM machines are here, you all the people. Come on, y'all, give it up for them. Give it up for them. I thank you all. I just want you to know that we could not have done this without your hard work, your late nights, and putting up with me. Lord, thank you. Thank you for putting up with me. But we appreciate you all and know that this is just the start. Bear with us as we continue to work out the kinks in these complimentary services period, okay? Bear with us. Things happen with new challenges and they happen with new growth. So we're going to be working if we 16 minutes late, don't go calling the mayor. Talking about the bus is late. All right? Give us at least 20 minutes. I know we're supposed to be there in 15, but we're not supposed to be there in 15 and non-peak hours now. We're supposed to be there in 30 or 45. So don't call them at 46 minutes and say it ain't working. All right? Because it takes time, you all, to build things and to ensure the efficiency is working well. So we got to work out the kinks. But I assure you, this new BJCTA, this new organization that's rebranding, that's doing things differently, I assure you that we're going to work with the best and greatest efficiency possible to make you all proud of your transit organization. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much to our director, Charlotte Shaw. You said that like no one else could. Yes, and thank you for recognizing all of those that have worked so hard on this. There have been more than we can name today. I do want to call out our Senator Roger Smitherman, who is here, and Judge Carol Smitherman, who is here today as well. And of course, one other very special group of people, our operators. If any of our operators are here, let's just give them a round of applause because they work hard round the clock. We really appreciate you. All right, guys, so it is time. We are about to kick this thing off, or this thing off, however you want to say it. So at this time, we're going to get ready for our ribbon cutting. So we're going to ask those who are on our platform up here to head to our courtyard area. We are going to have you cut the ribbon. After they get there, we're going to ask for all of you others that would like to come up to the courtyard and watch as well. We'll give our media, if you guys want to head on up to the courtyard, it's going to be right up here. We will